You ever hear someone say, that meeting could have been an email? We were at a meeting today that could have been a days-long convention. 4 of the states that rely on water from the Colorado River met today to try to figure out what comes next in the middle of an historic drought. It didn't get solved in a 3-hour meeting, particularly because not all 7 states were represented, but our Mark Salinger was there.
Of all the meetings happening in downtown buildings today,
all right, I'd like to call the
this might be the most impactful.
Regular meeting of the Upper Colorado River Commission to order.
The people sitting around these tables represent the Upper Colorado River states: Colorado, New Mexico, Wyoming, and Utah. They're tasked with a daunting feat.
The facts on the river in Colorado are dire this year. The reason you all are in this room is because it is dire.
Commissioner Rebecca Mitchell represents Colorado. The drought impacting our state and much of the West has left the Colorado River low on water. On top of that, the 7 states that get water from the river need to agree on new operating rules by October 1st. So far, the lower basin states and the upper basin states haven't come to a consensus.
As there is less water available, those conversations are not enjoyable because they're hard. And they require hard choices.
Critical reservoirs like Lake Powell are dangerously low.
Conditions at Lake Powell are extremely dire.
As the commissioners in this room all agree on the brutal reality.
This year is one of the worst, if not the worst, hydrologic years on record.
The situation in the basin is not okay.
I'm a broken record, I understand. But I want you all to recognize the significance and severity of the things we're dealing with. Totally unprecedented.
Today's meeting emphasized that, but a long-term solution needs all 7 states.
I hope we don't have a future where we continue to release more than comes into the system, because that's just not going to work.
The core dispute between the upper and the lower basin states is still who should take the deeper cuts during water shortages and whether the upper basin states must accept firm reduction commitments. The states have blown through deadlines in the past to come up with a deal. The original hope, Marshall, was that there would be a deal towards the first couple months of this year.
Since it's called the Colorado River, I assume Colorado wins no matter what. So what happens if there's no agreement?
Well, if there is no agreement, then the federal government starts enacting what they believe should be to divide up the water for all the states. That, of course, could lead to a lot of litigation. Hopefully that won't happen, but it very well could, Marshall.
And I know Colorado does not automatically win because our name is in it. Thank you, Mark.